Surah Al-Fatiha's name is Al-Fatiha according to its subject. Fatiha means the thing with which an article or a book or an object is opened. In other words, understand that this name has the same meaning as preface and the beginning of speech. This is a surah of very early period of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's prophethood. On the contrary, it is known from reliable traditions that this is the first complete surah that was revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Before this, only miscellaneous verses were revealed, which are included in Surah Alq, Surah Muzammil, and Surah Mudassir, etc. In fact, this surah is a prayer that God has taught to every person who is starting to study his book. Placing it at the beginning of the book means that if you really want to benefit from this book, first make this supplication to Allah Almighty. Man naturally prays for what he desires and desires in his heart, and does so when he realizes that what he desires is within the power of the being to whom he is praying. Therefore, by teaching this prayer at the beginning of the Quran, it is as if man has been advised to read this book to seek the right path, and to read it with the mindset of a seeker of truth, and to know that the source of knowledge is Allah. He is scholar, so he should start reading by asking him for guidance. After understanding this article, it becomes self-evident that the real relationship between the Quran and Surah Fatiha is not that of the book and its case, but that of prayer and the answer to prayer. Surah Fatiha is a supplication from the servant, and the Quran is an answer from God. The servant prays, "O Lord, guide me." In response, the Lord placed the whole Quran in front of him, saying that this is the guidance that you have requested from me. Surah Al-Fatiha margin number 1. One of the rules of civilization that Islam teaches to man is that he should start all his work with the name of Allah. If the observance of this rule is done with consciousness and sincerity, then 3 benefits will be obtained from it. One is that a person will be saved from many bad deeds, because the habit of taking the name of Allah will force him to think when starting every work, am I really right to take the name of Allah on this particular task? The second is that by taking the name of Allah while starting any task, right and good deeds, the mentality of a person will take the right direction, and he will always start his movement from the most correct point. The third and the greatest benefit is that when he starts his work in the name of Allah, Allah's support and assistance will be presented to him, and his efforts will be blessed, and he will be protected from Shaitan's mischiefs. When a man goes Allah's way and pays attention to him, Allah also pays attention to the servant.